Let's talk about the sizing of your font. We are on the home page and I've removed all previous items on it. So we have a blank page and I'm going to go and drop in a heading widget. This automatically sits inside of a container. So I'm going to click on the container, go to the advanced tab, and I'm going to add in some padding of about 100, just so we can see things better on the screen. Now, when I click on this heading, I can go and change the text. I could go and add in a link. I could even change the HTML tag. I'm going to go over to my style option and I can align it. I can set a text color and we'll go for this. I'll go for the typography setting. I'll ensure that my family is using my custom loaded font. I'm going to set my weight to be bold and I'm going to increase my size. Now, we strongly recommend that when you are building your website, rather than using pixel when it comes to fonts, you actually use REM. Let's get rid of that 70. Let's hit the drop down. Let's select REM and I'm going to set a value of 4 REM. Now, 1 REM is equal to 16 pixels. So 2 REM would equal 32 pixels and 1.5 REM would equal 24 pixels. Let's drop in another widget, the text editor underneath. We've changed the text. We're going to go to the Style tab. We're going to set a text color. We're going to go to typography, and rather than pixel, I'm going to select REM, and I'm now going to enter in 2. So far, we have set our REM for the heading to be a 4, and for the text to be a 2. But here's the thing you really should consider. When you go over to the mobile, that 4 size is now ridiculously big. In fact, we went and added in some padding to our entire container. That doesn't look so good either. So what we need to consider is allowing our fonts to shrink and grow as our screen size shrinks and grows. And the big tip I want to give you is that we should use font clamp calculations. Now, before we go on to that, you could quite easily go over to your mobile, go to your container, zero out all the padding, change it to be a smaller number, click on your heading, go to the Style tab, go to the typography, and we could decrease this down to be a 2. We could go to the text editor, go to the typography, and we could change that to be 1. So the heading now goes from 4 to 2, and the text goes from 2 to 1. We still maintain the size for the desktop, and we have a smaller size for the mobile. But what about the tablet in between? Well, that's now just carrying over what we had on the desktop. And if you imagine we can't always predict every single device that someone is using, you are creating quite a bit of burden for yourself in terms of handling all of the different screen sizes. What I recommend you do is use a font clamp calculator. If you followed our previous lessons, you'll understand that you need to go and activate certain code snippets. When you go back over to WordPress, you will now see a clamp calculator in your WordPress sidebar. Click that. Ensure that your root HTML is set to 16. Now, you can modify this if you want, but for the purpose of the course, we're just going to leave it set to the standard 16. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're using a H1 or a H2 tag, because all we're after is the exact formula, and we're going to stick it into our separate heading and text editor. What I'm going to do is first decide on my maximum and minimum size of my screen, and I will explain why that is important in a moment. I'm going to set this to be 380, and I'm going to set my maximum width to be 1200. I am then going to use the REM units for the size. Now, if you want to use pixels, you can do, because this calculator will convert everything into the correct REM. But let's just leave it as REM for now. I know that my minimum size for my heading was going to be a 2, and my maximum is going to be a 4. Let's now look at the text. Even though it says H2, don't worry about that, because we're only going to use the formula. We're going to leave that as 380. We're going to change that to be 1200. We know my minimum size was a 1, and my largest size for my text editor was a 2. Now let me explain what this means. When your screen size is at 1200, or it's reached that as a threshold or the maximum, the font size will be 4. If your screen size was 1600, it will still only be 4. Now, when your screen size shrinks and a iPhone X is 379, when you get to that size, or 380 as what we've shown here, the font will shrink from 4 to 2. So when you're in between 1200 and 380, your font will shrink gradually from 4 REM to 2 REM. And the minute you go below 380 pixels in width for your screen size, it stops at 2. And the same for the text editor. we have our threshold and the size will never get bigger than 2 REM, but it could shrink down to 1 REM. What we're now going to do is click Generate CSS, and instantly you get some code. And here's what you need to do. You just need to pick up everything before the semicolon all the way up until the word clamp. Now, if you were going to use some custom CSS, and we will be doing that in a later lesson, but we won't be using this exact code, you will probably need the bits before, such as font size. But what we need is just from clamp all the way until the closing bracket before the semicolon. Let's go and copy that. We go back over to our home page. Now, a very important tip is that if you have entered in any separate values for the tablet or the mobile or any other breakpoint, you need to eradicate them. So for the typography, I am now going to just delete the REM value. We're going to do it for the text editor, and this is on the mobile view because this is where we added it. We're going to get rid of the number 1 as well. In fact, we'll go over to our container and we'll get rid of this 20 as well. So that means our tablet and mobile are inheriting the same values we had on the desktop because we've removed those modifications. Here's what we do. We're going to go over to our heading. We're going to go to typography. And rather than using an REM value, which originally was 4, we're going to click the drop down and we're now going to select this pen or pencil. Now, you don't have to follow what I'm showing you here if you are happy entering individual values for different breakpoints. But this will make the way you build websites so much more responsive and easier to manage. We're going to get rid of that number 4 and we're going to paste in this formula. So it's everything from the word clamp until the closing bracket. Now let's go over to our text editor. We're going to go over typography, click the drop down and then click the pencil. Get rid of the number 2. Go back over to the clamp calculator tab and I'm going to pick everything up here until the word clamp. And then we'll paste that in. And you can see the values have changed. We might as well go and do the container as well, because if you remember, we did enter in 100, but we know on the mobile, I want that to go down to 20. So let's go back over to our clamp calculator. I'm going to remove the REM values, and I'm now just going to change this to be 20 and 100. Then I'll click Generate CSS, and I have my new values. I will now pick this up, go over to my container, and rather than having 100, 100, 100, I will now click the drop down, select the clamp, go into the top one, and I will paste my formula. That has now applied it for the top, the right, the bottom, and the left. And when we now go over to our mobile, it still has the clamp formula in there, but it has shrunk down to 20. The heading and text has also shrunk down. Look, let me show you. Look at the typography. We have the clamp calculation formula in there. And if we now go to the tablet, the font has changed. In fact, the size of the padding all the way around has also shrunk. So it's going to be somewhere in between 100 and 20. And when I drag my screen inside and out, can you see that the font and even the spacing is growing and shrinking? This means that I only have to do it once on the desktop. And unless I want to reorder or rearrange items, this is going to make my font and the spacing on my website 100% more responsive. When it comes to deciding what are the values you need to enter for your REM or your pixel, I strongly recommend that you add your values in on the desktop and then go and have a look at the mobile and decide on what you're going to use there. Hopefully you've already devised or agreed this with yourself, your business or your client as to what is the recommended or required sizing that you're going to need to get your website message across.